Old Trafford witnessed one of the most breathtaking Premier League encounters of the season as Manchester United edged Fulham 3-2 in a game packed with drama, late goals and unforgettable moments. From the opening whistle to the final seconds, this clash delivered pure football intensity and showcased why the Premier League remains the most thrilling league in the world. Manchester United started the match with confidence and purpose, controlling possession and pushing Fulham deep into their half. The breakthrough came in the 19th minute when Casemiro rose above everyone to score a powerful goal, igniting the Old Trafford crowd. His strike was a statement of United's dominance and set the tone for a fiercely contested battle. However, Fulham refused to be intimidated. They regrouped after half-time and came out with renewed energy. In the 56th minute, Matheus Cunha delivered a brilliant finish, bringing Fulham back into the game and shifting the momentum. Suddenly, the match turned into a tactical chess battle, with both managers making crucial substitutions and adjustments. As the clock ticked down, the tension reached unbearable levels. In the 85th minute, Raúl Jiménez calmly converted a penalty, giving Fulham a shocking late lead and silencing Old Trafford. It seemed like Manchester United were heading toward a painful defeat, but football had other plans. In stoppage time, the game exploded into chaos. Kevin struck in the 90+1 minute to restore hope for United, sending the crowd into frenzy. Just moments later, Benjamin Šeško delivered the ultimate knockout blow in the 90+4 minute, completing a sensational comeback and sealing a dramatic 3-2 victory for Manchester United. This match was more than just 3 points. It was a reminder of United's fighting spirit and Fulham's fearless ambition. It highlighted the unpredictability of football and the magic of last-minute drama that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. If you enjoyed this thrilling match analysis, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and comment your thoughts. The story began early and it began with magic. In the 11th minute, Ryan Cherki announced his presence in spectacular fashion. With confidence and composure beyond his years, he sliced through Tottenham's defence and finished with precision, giving Manchester City an early lead. That goal set the tone for City's dominance in possession and creativity as they tried to control the rhythm of the game, but Tottenham refused to be intimidated. Slowly, they grew into the match, pressing higher and attacking with purpose. Their persistence paid off in the 44th minute when Antoine Semenyo struck. His goal was a perfect response, fast, direct and ruthless, bringing Spurs level just before half-time and shifting the momentum in their favour. The stadium erupted and suddenly the game felt wide open. The second half belonged to Dominic Solanke. In the 53rd minute, he showed why he has become such a crucial figure for Tottenham, finishing clinically to give Spurs the lead. The confidence in his movement and the sharpness of his finishing reflected a team that believed it could go toe-to-toe with the champions. And when Solanke struck again in the 70th minute, it seemed like Tottenham might actually pull off a famous victory. But Manchester City are never truly out of a game. With their trademark patience and technical quality, they pushed forward relentlessly, stretching Tottenham's defence and forcing mistakes. Their late response ensured that the match ended in a dramatic 2-2 draw, a result that felt fair but emotionally exhausting for both sides. From a tactical perspective, this match was a clash of philosophies: Tottenham's aggressive transitions versus City's controlled possession. Spurs showed courage and efficiency, while City demonstrated resilience and depth. In the bigger picture, this result could have serious implications for the title race, proving that Tottenham are no longer just contenders, they are genuine challengers. In the end, this was not just a football match, it was a statement from both teams. Tottenham showed they can compete with the best, and Manchester City proved once again why they are so hard to defeat. If this is a preview of what the rest of the season holds, then football fans are in for something truly special. If you enjoyed this match analysis, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts on the game below. From the kickoff, Chelsea looked to dominate possession, controlling the midfield with impressive passing sequences. Mason Mount and Enzo Fernandez were linking up well, But Arsenal's defence stayed organised, making it tough for the Blues to find a clear opening. Chelsea's early shots were mostly long-range efforts, none really troubling Ramsdale in goal. Arsenal, on the other hand, were sharp on the counter. They stayed patient, absorbing pressure and looking for the perfect moment to strike. That moment came in the 60th minute, when a slick combination down the right flank allowed Arsenal's forward to cut inside and slot the ball past Kepa. It was clinical finishing under pressure, and Chelsea's defence could do little to prevent it. After the goal, Chelsea ramped up the intensity. They pushed their full-backs higher, tried overlapping runs, and launched crosses into the box, but Arsenal's goalkeeper and centre-backs were up to the task. Despite Chelsea having over 60% possession, the Blues couldn't break down a disciplined Arsenal backline. A few late chances, including a header from a corner, just skimmed wide, keeping Arsenal in the lead until the final whistle. Key takeaways: Chelsea dominated possession but lacked a clinical edge in front of goal. Arsenal were efficient and tactical, scoring at the perfect time and defending smartly. Set pieces and counter-attacks were crucial in this tight Carabao Cup clash. This result sends Arsenal through to the next round, while Chelsea will need to regroup and focus on sharpening their finishing and defensive coordination for upcoming fixtures. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below with your thoughts on Chelsea's performance. Could they have done more to equalise? Who was your man of the match? Drop it in the comments.
Le match a débuté par un choc. Dès la 7e minute, le capitaine de West Ham, Jarrod Bowen, a stupéfié le public local d'une frappe chirurgicale, offrant ainsi aux Hammers une avance précoce de 1-0. Chelsea a semblé momentanément déstabilisé, mais a rapidement repris le contrôle du milieu de terrain, pressant plus haut et faisant circuler le ballon avec assurance. Cependant, West Ham a refusé de se laisser faire. À la 36e minute, Crescencio Somerville a doublé l'avantage grâce à une superbe action collective, portant le score à 2-0. À ce moment-là, Chelsea semblait se diriger vers une soirée difficile. Mais le football est un sport où tout peut basculer, et Chelsea l'a parfaitement démontré. À la 57e minute, João Pedro a relancé les espoirs de Chelsea d'une frappe puissante et maîtrisée. L'atmosphère à Stamford Bridge a instantanément changé. Les Blues se sont rués à l'attaque avec une confiance renouvelée, et West Ham a commencé à ressentir la pression. 13 minutes plus tard, Marc Cucurella égalisait de façon magistrale à la 70e minute, portant le score à 2-2. Chelsea dominait désormais la rencontre, monopolisant la possession et cherchant désespérément le but de la victoire. C'est alors que la magie opéra. Dans les dernières secondes du match, au terme du temps additionnel, Enzo Fernandez, à la 90e minute, plus deuxième, portait le coup de grâce. Son but décisif, c'est là l'une des remontées les plus palpitantes de la saison, plongeant les supporters de Chelsea dans l'euphorie et infligeant un crève-cœur à West Ham. Cette victoire représentait bien plus que 3 points pour Chelsea. Elle témoignait de la résilience, du caractère et de la combativité qui caractérisent les grandes équipes. Pour West Ham, ce fut un douloureux rappel de la rapidité avec laquelle un match peut basculer au plus haut niveau. Une chose est sûre, cette rencontre restera gravée dans les mémoires comme l'un des plus beaux affrontements de la saison de Premier League. Si cette analyse de match vous a plu, n'oubliez pas de liker la vidéo, de vous abonner à la chaîne et de commenter si...
From the kick-off, Chelsea looked to dominate possession, controlling the midfield with impressive passing sequences. Mason Mount and Enzo Fernandez were linking up well, but Arsenal's defence stayed organised, making it tough for the Blues to find a clear opening. Chelsea's early shots were mostly long-range efforts, none really troubling Ramsdale in goal. Arsenal, on the other hand, were sharp on the counter. They stayed patient, absorbing pressure and looking for the perfect moment to strike. That moment came in the 60th minute, when a slick combination down the right flank allowed Arsenal's forward to cut inside and slot the ball past Kepa. It was clinical finishing under pressure, and Chelsea's defence could do little to prevent it. After the goal, Chelsea ramped up the intensity. They pushed their full-backs higher, tried overlapping runs, and launched crosses into the box, but Arsenal's goalkeeper and centre-backs were up to the task. Despite Chelsea having over 60% possession, the Blues couldn't break down a disciplined Arsenal backline. A few late chances, including a header from a corner, just skimmed wide, keeping Arsenal in the lead until the final whistle. Key takeaways: Chelsea dominated possession but lacked a clinical edge in front of goal. Arsenal were efficient and tactical, scoring at the perfect time and defending smartly. Set pieces and counter-attacks were crucial in this tight Carabao Cup clash. This result sends Arsenal through to the next round, while Chelsea will need to regroup and focus on sharpening their finishing and defensive coordination for upcoming fixtures. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below with your thoughts on Chelsea's performance. Could they have done more to equalise? Who was your man of the match? Drop it in the comments. From the very first whistle, Arsenal showed their intent. Mikel Arteta's men controlled possession, moving the ball with confidence and purpose. The midfield pressed high, forcing Chelsea into mistakes and limiting their attacking options. Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli constantly stretched Chelsea's defence, while Martin Odegaard orchestrated play with elegance and precision. Chelsea, however, were far from passive. Mauricio Pochettino's side defended with discipline and looked dangerous on the counter-attack. Raheem Sterling's pace caused problems down the flank, while Enzo Fernandez tried to dictate the tempo in midfield. Several times Chelsea came close to breaking the deadlock, but Arsenal's defensive line, led by William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, stood firm. As the game moved into the second half, the intensity increased. Both teams knew that one moment could decide everything. Arsenal pushed harder, sensing an opportunity, while Chelsea tried to absorb the pressure and strike back with quick transitions. The clock kept ticking, and it looked like the match was heading toward extra time. Then came the moment that changed everything. Deep into stoppage time, Arsenal launched one final attack. A perfectly timed pass split Chelsea's defence, and Kai Havertz, once a Chelsea player, found himself in the right place at the right time. With calm precision, he fired the ball into the net. The Emirates exploded with joy, while Chelsea players stood frozen in disbelief. That goal was more than just a winner, it was a statement. Arsenal proved their resilience, their tactical discipline, and their hunger for silverware. Chelsea, despite their fight, were left to reflect on missed chances and defensive lapses. As Arsenal marched confidently toward the Carabao Cup final, one thing is clear. This was not just a match. It was a battle of pride, strategy, and destiny. And on this unforgettable night, Arsenal wrote the final chapter with a dramatic late winner. Like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on the match. What did you think of Havertz's last-minute goal? Arsenal dominated possession, pressing high and forcing Sunderland into defensive mistakes. The midfield battle was intense, but Arsenal's tactical discipline and quick passing made the difference. Sunderland tried to stay compact, hoping to hit on the counter-attack, but Arsenal's movement and creativity constantly broke through their defensive lines. The breakthrough came in the 42nd minute when Martin Zubimendi stunned the crowd with a brilliant goal. After a well-worked build-up from midfield, Zubimendi found space outside the box and fired a precise shot into the corner of the net. That moment shifted the momentum completely in Arsenal's favour, and Sunderland struggled to recover before half-time. In the second half, Arsenal increased the tempo. Their pressing became more aggressive, and their attacking patterns became sharper. Victor Gyökeres emerged as the star of the night, showing why he is one of the most dangerous forwards in the league. In the 66th minute, he finished a perfectly timed move with clinical precision, doubling Arsenal's lead and crushing Sunderland's hopes of a comeback. As the match approached its final moments, Sunderland attempted to push forward, but Arsenal's defence remained solid and composed. Then, in stoppage time, Gyökeres struck again in the 90+3 minute, sealing the victory with a dramatic late goal. His brace not only secured the win, but also highlighted Arsenal's attacking depth and lethal efficiency. This match was more than just a 3-0 win. It was a statement performance. Arsenal showed tactical intelligence, midfield dominance, and ruthless finishing, all the qualities of a true title contender. Sunderland fought bravely, but they were outclassed by Arsenal's quality and intensity. If you enjoyed this match analysis, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts about Arsenal's performance today. Chelsea started the game with confidence and urgency, pressing high and controlling possession. Just 13 minutes into the match, the breakthrough arrived. After a dangerous attack into the Wolves' penalty area, Chelsea earned a penalty. Cole Palmer stepped up with calm precision and sent the ball into the net, giving Chelsea an early 1-0 lead. The goal ignited Chelsea's momentum and shook Wolves' defensive structure. Wolves tried to respond with aggressive counter-attacks, but Chelsea's midfield dominance kept them under pressure. Then, in the 35th minute, another dramatic moment unfolded. A second penalty was awarded to Chelsea after a defensive error by Wolves. Once again, Cole Palmer stood over the ball. With ice-cold composure, he converted the penalty, doubling Chelsea's advantage to 2-0 and firmly establishing his influence on the game. Only 3 minutes later, Chelsea struck again in open play. In the 38th minute, Cole Palmer completed a sensational performance with another goal, showcasing his sharp movement and clinical finishing. At 3-0, Chelsea looked unstoppable, and Wolves seemed overwhelmed by the pace and precision of their opponents. Around the same time, Bryan Mbeumo's influence in the attacking build-up highlighted Chelsea's dynamic offensive structure, adding more intensity to their play. However, Wolves refused to surrender. After half-time, they returned with renewed energy and determination. Their persistence paid off in the 54th minute when Tolu Arokodare found the back of the net with a powerful finish. The goal gave Wolves hope and sparked a brief comeback attempt, pushing Chelsea onto the defensive for moments of the second half. Despite Wolves' efforts, Chelsea maintained control and maturity in their gameplay. Their defensive organisation, midfield discipline, and Palmer's brilliance ensured they protected their lead until the final whistle. When the match ended at 3-1, it was clear that Chelsea's efficiency and star quality had made the difference. This match will be remembered as Cole Palmer's night, a performance filled with confidence, precision, and leadership. Wolves showed heart, but Chelsea proved why they remain one of the most dangerous teams in the Premier League. If you enjoyed this match analysis, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts on the game below.
Tottenham started brightly, pressing high and trying to disrupt United's build-up play. Their midfield attempted to dominate possession, but United remained calm and composed. Gradually, the Red Devils began to find rhythm, moving the ball quickly and exploiting spaces on the wings. The turning point came in the 38th minute. 38's Bryan Mbeumo goal. A moment of brilliance opened the scoring. After a swift counter-attack, United transitioned from defence to attack with incredible speed. Mbeumo received the ball in a dangerous position, showed great composure, and finished with precision. The goal shifted the momentum completely, giving United confidence and forcing Tottenham to chase the game. After the break, Tottenham tried to respond with more aggression, pushing their full-backs forward and increasing the tempo. However, this approach left gaps at the back, and Manchester United exploited them intelligently. United's midfield controlled the pace, while their defence remained solid, shutting down Tottenham's attacking threats. 81. Bruno Fernandes goal. As the game entered its final stages, Bruno Fernandes sealed the victory with a captain's finish. His goal was the result of intelligent movement and perfect timing, showing why he remains one of United's most influential players. The strike not only secured the win, but also highlighted United's growing confidence and tactical maturity. Key match analysis. Manchester United showed superior tactical organisation. Tottenham struggled to convert possession into real chances. United's counter-attacking speed and midfield control were decisive. Individual brilliance from Mbeumo and Bruno Fernandes defined the match. In the end, Manchester United walked away with 3 crucial points and a clean sheet, sending a strong message to the rest of the league. Tottenham, meanwhile, will need to rethink their strategy if they hope to compete at the highest level this season. If you enjoyed this match analysis, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. What was your favorite moment of the game? Let us know in the comments.
Liverpool came out with intensity, pressing high and forcing City into quick decisions. The crowd at Anfield roared with every tackle and forward run, sensing that something special was building. Manchester City, calm and calculated, responded with their signature possession-based football, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to strike. For much of the game, both teams traded chances, but neither side could break the deadlock. Then, in the 74th minute, Anfield exploded. Dominic Szoboszlai stepped up with confidence and delivered a stunning goal that sent Liverpool fans into absolute ecstasy. It felt like the turning point of the night. Liverpool were ahead, and the dream of victory seemed closer than ever. But Manchester City are not a team that gives up easily. As the clock ticked forward, City began to tighten their grip on the game. In the 84th minute, Bernardo Silva showed his class, finding the net with a brilliant finish that silenced Anfield. The momentum shifted instantly. Liverpool's confidence wavered while City's belief surged. Just when it seemed the match would end in a draw, drama struck in stoppage time. In the 90th minute +3, Erling Haaland stepped up to take a crucial penalty. With ice-cold composure, he converted it, sealing a dramatic comeback for Manchester City and breaking Liverpool hearts in the final moments. When the final whistle blew, it was more than just a result. It was a reminder of why the Premier League is the most exciting league in the world. Liverpool showed courage and brilliance, but Manchester City proved their mentality, resilience, and hunger for victory. This match will be remembered not just for the goals, but for the emotions, the tension, and the incredible fight until the very end. If you enjoyed this analysis, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts on the match below.
El Valencia demostró valentía. Presionó arriba, cerró espacios y desafió el ritmo del mediocampo del Madrid. Durante gran parte de la primera mitad, el partido se sintió como una batalla de ajedrez. El Real Madrid dominó la posesión, pero la compacta defensa del Valencia se negaba a romperse. Cada ataque del Madrid se topaba con una férrea resistencia, y la afición rugía con cada intercepción y entrada. Al comenzar la segunda mitad, la intensidad aumentó. El Real Madrid empezó a presionar con más fuerza, forzando la defensa del Valencia. En el minuto 65, finalmente llegó el gol. Álvaro Carreras brindó un momento espectacular de precisión y confianza, marcando con un potente remate que silenció al público de Mestalla. Ese gol cambió el ánimo del partido al instante. El Real Madrid había abierto la puerta. El Valencia intentó responder con urgencia, lanzando jugadores al ataque en busca del empate. Crearon ocasiones, pusieron a prueba la defensa del Madrid y mostraron un auténtico espíritu de lucha. Pero con cada oportunidad fallada, la presión se hacía más intensa. Entonces llegó el golpe de gracia. Ya en el tiempo añadido, en el minuto 90+1, Kylian Mbappé le recordó al mundo por qué es uno de los atacantes más temidos del fútbol. Con una velocidad explosiva y una serenidad impecable, marcó el segundo gol decisivo, sentenciando el partido y acabando con las últimas esperanzas del Valencia. El resultado final, Valencia 0-2 Real Madrid. No fue solo una victoria, fue una declaración de intenciones. El Real Madrid demostró su paciencia, profundidad y estrellato, mientras que el Valencia mostró coraje, pero le faltó el toque final. Este partido será recordado como una historia de persistencia, inteligencia táctica y brillantez en los últimos minutos, un auténtico espectáculo de la liga. Si disfrutaste de este análisis del partido, no olvides darle a me gusta, suscribirte y comentar.
Chelsea started the game with purpose, dominating possession and pushing Leeds deep into their own half. Their midfield trio controlled the tempo, switching play quickly and probing for openings, while the fullbacks stretched the pitch to create space in the final third. Leeds, however, were far from passive. They defended compactly, closed passing lanes and looked dangerous on the counter-attack, using their pace and direct play to test Chelsea's defensive line. The first half ended goalless, but it was full of tactical battles. Chelsea created a few half chances, yet Leeds' defensive organisation and goalkeepers' sharp reflexes kept the score level. On the other hand, Leeds nearly shocked the home crowd with a quick break that forced Chelsea's keeper into an important save. It was a classic Premier League duel, control versus counter-attack, patience versus urgency. The turning point came in the 62nd minute. Just as many analysts had predicted, Chelsea would intensify their attacking pressure. After a sustained spell of possession, Chelsea finally broke through. A well-timed run, a precise pass, and a composed finish combined to produce the decisive goal that lifted the stadium and shifted the momentum of the game. The goal wasn't just a moment of brilliance, it was the result of Chelsea's persistence, structure, and tactical discipline. After conceding, Leeds responded bravely. They pushed higher up the pitch, increased their pressing, and tried to force mistakes from Chelsea's defenders. The final minutes were filled with tension, as Leeds searched desperately for an equaliser while Chelsea focused on maintaining defensive solidity and controlling the rhythm of the game. Every tackle, interception, and clearance felt crucial. In the end, Chelsea's 1-0 victory reflected their ability to stay patient, execute their game plan, and deliver in key moments. For Leeds, it was a performance full of fight and resilience, but just short of the final breakthrough. As the Premier League season continues, this result could prove significant in Chelsea's pursuit of consistency and ambition at the top of the table. If you enjoyed this match analysis, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on the game below. If you're a football addict, then relive this rollercoaster. If you love late drama, then hear how it unfolded. If you crave tactical thrill, then strap in for 1 minute. Kick-off to chaos. 27th minute, the game's first shock. United strike first with a slick midfield build-up, a calm, clinical finish. 7 minutes later, West Ham answer with intent. A smart run slices through United's defence on the wing. A perfect pass picks out the striker's run. The crowd erupts around the stadium in joy. Just before half-time, the 45th minute drama strikes. United pounce on a defensive lapse to retake the lead. Talk about a body blow. Second half, into the 62nd minute, momentum shifts. West Ham show grit and fight back boldly. A thunderous finish from distance levels the scores. But United aren't done. The 69th minute arrives. Precision attacking play puts United ahead once more. Into stoppage time, tensions spike as both sides push. In the 88th minute, West Ham throw everything forward. In the 90th minute, another desperate wave attacks. United's composure holds. They see it out 3-2. Takeaway, United's resilience makes them title contenders. West Ham proved they can beat anyone. Like the video, if you enjoyed that chaos, subscribe for more instant match breakdowns now. From the very first whistle, Leeds United showed fearless intent. Their high pressing and quick transitions unsettled Chelsea's defence early on. And in the 24th minute, João Pedro delivered the opening goal with a composed finish that silenced the home crowd. It was a statement moment, proving that Leeds had come not just to defend, but to dominate. Chelsea responded with patience and tactical discipline. The Blues gradually took control of possession, probing Leeds' defensive lines and creating chances. Their persistence paid off in the 58th minute when Cole Palmer stepped up confidently to convert a penalty, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way and restoring hope for Chelsea. The stadium erupted as the momentum shifted back toward the home side. But the drama was far from over. Just 9 minutes later, Leeds struck again. Lucas Nmecha calmly converted a penalty in the 67th minute, putting Leeds back in front and shocking Chelsea once more. The visitors looked poised to steal all 3 points as their confidence grew and their counter-attacks became more dangerous. Chelsea refused to give up. In the 73rd minute, Noah Okafor delivered a crucial equaliser with a clinical finish, reigniting Chelsea's fighting spirit. The final minutes of the match were filled with tension, end-to-end attacks, and desperate defensive efforts from both sides. Chelsea pushed for a late winner, while Leeds defended bravely and looked for opportunities on the break. When the final whistle blew, the scoreboard read 2-2, a fair result in a match that showcased passion, resilience, and Premier League unpredictability. This game highlighted Chelsea's attacking potential and mental strength, while Leeds proved they can compete fearlessly against top teams. If this is a sign of what the 2025-26 season holds, fans are in for an unforgettable journey. If you enjoyed this match analysis, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with your thoughts on the game. Manchester United started the game with confidence, controlling possession and pushing forward with quick passes and sharp movement. Their midfield dictated the tempo, while the wings provided constant threats. West Ham, however, were disciplined and resilient, sitting deep and waiting for the perfect moment to strike on the counter-attack. The first half ended in tension, with chances created but no goals to separate the sides. The breakthrough finally came in the 50th minute. West Ham stunned Old Trafford when Tomasz Soucek rose highest in the box to score a powerful goal, sending the away fans into wild celebration. Suddenly, Manchester United found themselves chasing the game, and the pressure intensified. United responded with urgency, throwing players forward and increasing the tempo, determined not to let the match slip away. As the clock ticked down, the drama reached its peak. West Ham defended bravely, blocking shots and clearing dangerous balls, while Manchester United launched wave after wave of attacks. Then, in the dying moments of stoppage time, the stadium erupted. In the 90+6th minute, Benjamin Šeško delivered a stunning equaliser, rescuing Manchester United with a goal that felt like victory. Old Trafford exploded with emotion as fans witnessed one of those magical Premier League moments where hope never dies until the final whistle. In the end, the 1-1 draw told a story of resilience, determination and late drama. West Ham proved their strength and organisation, while Manchester United showed their fighting spirit and refusal to give up. It was a match that reminded everyone why football is called the beautiful game, full of suspense, passion and unforgettable moments. If you enjoyed this match analysis and highlights, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and comment your thoughts below. Your support means everything. Under the bright lights of the Premier League, Tottenham Hotspur and Newcastle United delivered a dramatic battle filled with tension, momentum shifts and unforgettable moments. From the first whistle, it was clear that this was not going to be an ordinary match. It was a clash of ambition, pride and tactical intelligence. Tottenham started the game with confidence, pressing high and controlling possession. Their midfield moved the ball with purpose, while the attackers searched for gaps in Newcastle's defensive line. But Newcastle were patient, disciplined and ready to strike when the moment came. As the first half neared its end, the intensity reached a boiling point. In stoppage time of the first half, Malik Thiaw stunned the Tottenham crowd with a crucial goal at 45+5 minutes. The strike silenced the stadium and gave Newcastle a psychological advantage going into half-time. It was a reminder that in football, concentration is everything. One moment of hesitation can change the entire story of a match. The second half began with Tottenham pushing forward aggressively. They knew they had to respond, and the pressure finally paid off in the 64th minute when Archie Gray found the back of the net. His goal reignited hope among Tottenham fans and shifted the momentum of the game. For a brief moment, it looked like Tottenham were on their way to a comeback. But Newcastle refused to back down. Just 4 minutes later, Jacob Ramsey delivered the decisive blow in the 68th minute. His goal was a masterpiece of timing and precision, cutting through Tottenham's defence and restoring Newcastle's lead. From that moment on, Newcastle showed maturity and tactical discipline, defending their advantage while waiting for opportunities to counter-attack. As the final whistle blew, the scoreboard told the story. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Newcastle United 2. For Tottenham, it was a night of missed chances and hard lessons. For Newcastle, it was a statement victory, proof that they are ready to compete at the highest level and fight for bigger goals this season. Football once again reminded us why we love it. Drama, passion and moments that change everything in seconds. If you enjoyed this match analysis, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. From kickoff, Arsenal looked sharp and composed. Mikel Arteta's men dominated possession early, patiently building from the back and probing Brentford's defensive lines. The Gunners' midfield dictated the tempo, stretching the pitch and forcing Brentford to defend deep. But despite their control, clear-cut chances were hard to come by in the opening hour. The breakthrough finally arrived in the 61st minute, and it was a moment of pure quality from Noni Madueke. Cutting in with confidence and precision, Madueke capitalised on a defensive lapse and calmly slotted home to give Arsenal the lead. It was a goal that reflected Arsenal's patience and persistence. At that moment, it felt like the visitors had seized control of the narrative. But this is the Premier League, and Brentford are never out of the fight. The Bees responded with urgency and belief. Pushing forward with intensity, they began winning second balls and pressing Arsenal higher up the pitch. Their resilience paid off in the 71st minute, when keen Lewis Potter rose to the occasion. A well-worked attacking move exposed space on the flank, and Lewis Potter finished clinically to level the score. The stadium erupted, and the momentum had completely shifted. From that point, the game turned into a tactical chess match. Arsenal tried to reassert control, while Brentford sensed an opportunity to snatch all 3 points. The final stages were filled with tension, strong challenges, and quick transitions. Both goalkeepers were called into action, and defensive discipline became crucial. What does this 1-1 result mean? For Arsenal, it's a reminder that dominance without a second goal can be dangerous. They showed quality, especially in build-up play, but lacked the cutting edge to kill the game. For Brentford, it's a testament to character and resilience. Coming back against a top side shows their growth and competitive spirit. In terms of predictions, the goal timing told an interesting story. Arsenal struck at 61 min, but Brentford's response at 71s highlighted the importance of immediate reaction. The 10-minute turnaround completely reshaped the contest. Overall, this was a match defined by tactical discipline, individual brilliance, and relentless determination. A fair result? Many would say yes. Both sides had their moments and both walk away. Knowing small margins made the difference. If you enjoyed this analysis of Brentford versus Arsenal 1-1, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Who impressed you the most tonight? Today, at MKM Stadium, the magic of the FA Cup was on full display as Chelsea delivered a commanding 4-0 victory over Hull City in the FA Cup Round 4 clash on February 13th, 2026. From the first whistle, Chelsea looked sharp, focused, and determined to make a statement. Hull City tried to hold their shape early on, but the pressure kept building. The breakthrough came in the 40th minute when Pedro Neto lit up the stadium. A perfectly timed run, a sharp first touch, and a clinical finish. 1-0 Chelsea. Just before half-time, Hull thought they had a lifeline. In stoppage time, Malik Thiaw found the back of the net at 45+5. For a moment, the home crowd erupted, but after a tense check and defensive review, the goal was ruled out. That moment completely shifted the momentum. Instead of going into half-time with hope, Hull went into the dressing room frustrated. The second half was all Chelsea. In the 51st minute, Pedro Neto struck again. This time it was pure precision, cutting inside, opening his body, and curling the ball beyond the keeper. 2-0. And just 8 minutes later, 17-year-old sensation Esteban announced himself on the FA Cup stage. Calm under pressure, he slotted home in the 59th minute to make it 3-0. The confidence, the composure. This young star is quickly becoming one to watch. But Pedro Neto wasn't done. In the 71st minute, he completed his hat-trick in style. A flowing team move, quick passing through midfield, and Neto was in the right place at the right time to bury his third of the night. 4-0. Game over. Chelsea's dominance wasn't just about the scoreline, It was about control. Their midfield dictated the tempo, their defence stayed disciplined, and their attack was ruthless. Hull City fought hard, but the quality gap was clear. This was a professional, polished FA Cup performance from Chelsea. With this win, Chelsea advanced confidently into the next round, sending a clear message to the rest of the competition. They are serious contenders for the trophy.
What did you think of Pedro Neto's performance today?
Is he the man of the match for you, or did Estevão steal the spotlight? If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your...
Tonight, under the bright lights of Anfield, Liverpool FC delivered a commanding 3-0 victory over Brighton and Hove Albion FC in the FA Cup 2026 clash, a performance built on patience, precision, and pure quality. From the very first whistle, Liverpool controlled the tempo. Brighton tried to press high, looking to disrupt the Reds' build-up play, but Liverpool's midfield composure made the difference. The energy in the stadium was electric, and you could feel that something special was building. The breakthrough came in the 42nd minute. A sweeping move down the right saw quick passing between the midfield and attack before the ball found Curtis Jones just outside the box. With confidence and composure, Jones fired a low, precise shot into the bottom corner. It was a statement goal, calm, clinical, and perfectly timed before half-time. Liverpool went into the break 1-0 up, fully in control. In the second half, Brighton attempted to respond, pushing more bodies forward, but that opened spaces, and Liverpool punished them. In the 56th minute, it was Dominik Szoboszlai who stepped into the spotlight. After a quick transition from defence to attack, Szoboszlai received the ball at the edge of the area. With one touch to set himself, he unleashed a powerful strike that flew past the keeper. 2-0. Anfield erupted. The Hungarian midfielder's vision and shooting ability once again proved why he's such a vital piece of this Liverpool side. But Liverpool weren't done. As Brighton grew frustrated, Liverpool kept pressing. In the 68th minute, a clever run into the box forced a defensive mistake, and the referee pointed to the spot. Up stepped the ever-reliable Mohamed Salah. Calm, composed, unstoppable. Salah sent the keeper the wrong way and slotted home the penalty with ice-cold precision. 3-0. Game over. Tactically, Liverpool were superior in every department, dominating possession, winning midfield battles, and capitalizing on key moments. Defensively, they were solid and organized, giving Brighton very little room to operate. It was a complete performance. This victory not only sends Liverpool confidently into the next round of the FA Cup, but it also sends a message. They are serious contenders for silverware this season. What did you think about Liverpool's performance? Was Szoboszlai's strike your goal of the night, or was Salah's cool penalty your favorite moment? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts below.
Jesus leads a 27-minute demolition, Arsenal versus Wigan. 4-0, exposing the hunger in Arsenal, why every pass felt like a dagger at the Emirates. Exposing the X in Y, this was ruthless football dressed as spectacle. Exposing the X in Y, 4 goals, 1-0 doubt. The crowd barely sat, the scoreboard did all the talking. Noni Madueke opened the floodgates lightning transition in the 11th minute, pure pace and intent. Eberechi easy dropping deep, picked out killer passes twice. The first carved opened the defence for Madueke. The second found Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli made it 2-0 in the 18th. Chaos followed under relentless pressure. Jack Hunt turned one in for an own goal in the 23rd. Gabriel Jesus wrapped it up, clinical finish in the 27th, 4 before the half. Job done. Arsenal dominated possession, pressed like maniacs, controlled the midfield. Saka's intelligent link play helped stitch it all together. Wigan simply couldn't cope with the tempo. The Emirates turned into a masterclass in fast transitions and ruthless finishing. This wasn't luck, it was structure meeting brilliance. Can Arsenal carry this heat all the way to the trophy? Drop your verdict below, smash, like, subscribe for more rapid-fire match breakdowns.
Today's Emirates FA Cup clash between Manchester City and Salford City delivered exactly what cup football promises: intensity, pressure, and moments that define the night. The 2-0 scoreline may look comfortable on paper, but the story behind it tells us much more about control, patience, and tactical discipline. Right from kickoff, Manchester City imposed their trademark possession-based style. Pep Guardiola's men stretched the pitch wide, pulling Salford's defensive line into uncomfortable positions. The early breakthrough came in the 6th minute, but it wasn't the kind City would have scripted. A dangerous cross whipped into the box caused panic, and Alfie Dorrington unfortunately turned the ball into his own net. The early own goal shifted the momentum immediately. For Salford, it was a nightmare start. For City, it was the perfect platform. But credit must go to Salford City. They didn't collapse. They regrouped, tightened their defensive structure, and began pressing selectively instead of chasing the ball recklessly. There were moments where they forced City into slower build-up phases, cutting off central passing lanes and trying to frustrate them. However, City's midfield depth and movement kept them in control. As the match progressed into the second half, the game became more physical. Salford attempted to push higher, looking for a surprise equaliser. But City's composure at the back ensured there were no real clear-cut chances conceded. The defensive organisation was calm, calculated, and professional. The final blow came in the 81st minute when Marc Guéhi rose to the occasion and sealed the victory. His goal was a reward for City's sustained pressure. The timing of it completely ended any hope of a late comeback. At 2-0, the gap in quality and depth between the Premier League giants and their lower league opponents was evident. Tactically, this match showed Manchester City's maturity. Even without explosive attacking fireworks, they controlled the tempo, minimised risk, and punished mistakes. For Salford City, there were positives, resilience, structure, and moments of bravery. But cup football is unforgiving when errors happen early. In the end, Manchester City marched forward in the Emirates FA Cup 2025-26 campaign with professionalism and focus. Salford City leave with lessons learned and pride in their fight. If you enjoyed this match analysis, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts below. Can Manchester City go all the way this season? The game exploded into life almost immediately. Just 5 minutes in, Bukayo Saka reminded everyone why he's one of Arsenal's most dangerous weapons. A slick move down the right, a clever cut inside, and a precise finish into the bottom corner. 1-0 Arsenal before Wolves could settle. It was a classic Saka moment, calm, clinical, and ruthless. Arsenal controlled possession for much of the first half, moving the ball sharply and pressing high. Wolves, however, showed resilience. They absorbed pressure and waited patiently for their moment. That patience paid off after the break. In the 56th minute, defender Piero Hincapié rose highest during a set-piece scramble and powered home the equaliser. The momentum instantly shifted, the crowd roared, and Wolves sensed vulnerability. Just 5 minutes later, in the 61st minute, Hugo Bueno delivered a stunning strike. Picking up the ball outside the box, he unleashed a low drive that slipped past the goalkeeper. 2-1 to Wolves. From trailing early to leading within 5 electric minutes, it was a tactical and emotional turnaround. Arsenal suddenly looked shaken. Their defensive line seemed hesitant and Wolves pressed aggressively, feeding off the energy. But big teams respond under pressure, and Arsenal did exactly that. As the clock ticked into stoppage time, Wolves appeared set to claim a famous victory. Then came the heartbreak moment in the 90th minute. Young substitute Tomidozi found space inside the area and slotted home a dramatic equaliser. Silence from one side, eruption from the other. 2-2, game on, game over. Game. Tactically, this match was a tale of momentum swings. Arsenal dominated early with structure and speed, Wolves adjusted with intensity and set-piece precision. Both teams showed attacking quality but defensive fragility. The draw feels fair, yet both sides will believe they could have taken all 3 points. For Arsenal, questions remain about closing games out. For Wolves, it's proof they can compete with top contenders and fight until the final whistle. This was Premier League drama at its finest. Passion, precision, and pure unpredictability. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts below. Was the draw fair, or did one team deserve more? From that early moment, the game became a fascinating tactical battle. Chelsea controlled possession for long spells, pressing high and forcing Burnley to play long balls under pressure. Their midfield rotated intelligently, creating space on the flanks and looking for a second goal to kill the contest. But Burnley refused to panic. As the first half progressed, Burnley grew into the game. They began winning duels in midfield, stretching Chelsea's backline and testing the goalkeeper with shots from distance. The crowd's energy surged every time Burnley pushed forward. Despite Chelsea's early dominance, the scoreline remained just 1-1 at half-time, a dangerous lead in the Premier League. The second half told a story of resilience. Chelsea had chances to double their advantage. A curling effort went just wide. A powerful header was brilliantly saved. Each missed opportunity kept Burnley alive, and you could feel the tension building minute by minute. Burnley's substitutions injected urgency. Fresh legs pressed harder, crosses came in more frequently, and Chelsea were forced deeper into their own half. Defensively, Chelsea tried to stay compact, but the pressure was relentless. Burnley's belief never faded. Then came stoppage time, 3 minutes on the clock. One final push. A ball delivered into the danger area caused chaos. In the scramble, it fell kindly for Zian Fleming, who kept his composure and fired home the equaliser. Turf Moor erupted. From despair to jubilation in seconds, the final whistle confirmed it. Burnley 1-1 Chelsea. This was a match that highlighted two key lessons. First, in football, dominance means nothing without finishing. Chelsea controlled long stretches, but failed to put the game beyond reach. Second, belief can change everything. Burnley fought until the very last kick and earned their reward. For Chelsea, it's 2 points dropped and questions about game management. For Burnley, it feels like a victory, a point earned through grit, determination, and heart. That's football. Unpredictable, emotional, relentless. If you enjoyed this match analysis and breakdown, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more Premier League highlights and tactical stories, and comment below. Was this a fair result, or should Chelsea have closed it out? City looked sharp, hungry, and determined to control the tempo. Their early pressing forced Newcastle into mistakes, and it didn't take long before the breakthrough arrived. In the 14th minute, young sensation Nico O'Reilly announced himself in style. A quick passing sequence split the Newcastle defence, and O'Reilly showed composure beyond his years, calmly slotting the ball past the keeper to give City a 1-0 lead. The stadium erupted, a perfect start for the home side. But Newcastle were not there to simply defend. Just 8 minutes later, in the 22nd minute, Lewis Hall responded with a moment of brilliance. Picking up the ball on the left flank, he cut inside and unleashed a powerful strike that beat the goalkeeper, levelling the score at 1-1. It was a statement goal. Newcastle were ready to fight. The game quickly turned into a tactical battle. City dominated possession, moving the ball fluidly, probing for gaps. Newcastle stayed compact, disciplined and dangerous on the counter-attack. Every pass, every tackle carried weight as both sides searched for the decisive moment. That moment came again from Nico O'Reilly in the 27th minute. A well-delivered cross caused chaos in the Newcastle box, and O'Reilly reacted fastest, firing home his second goal of the night. Clinical finishing, sharp positioning and confidence. This was a breakout performance. At 2-1, City regained control, but the tension remained high. In the second half, Newcastle pushed forward with urgency. They created chances, tested the defence, and nearly found an equaliser with a late header that narrowly missed the target. Meanwhile, City managed the game intelligently, slowing the tempo when needed and striking on the counter when space appeared. Defensively, City showed resilience under pressure, clearing dangerous balls and protecting their lead with discipline. The midfield battle was intense, but City's composure made the difference in the closing stages. When the final whistle blew, it confirmed a hard-fought 2-1 victory for Manchester City. 3 crucial points in the title race. The star of the night? Nico O'Reilly, whose brace proved decisive and highlighted the depth of talent in City's squad. What did you think of the match? Was O'Reilly the clear man of the match? Or did Newcastle deserve more from the game? If you enjoyed this analysis, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts below.
They pressed aggressively, closed down passing lanes, and forced Liverpool to recycle possession repeatedly. The midfield battle was fierce, with tackles flying in and both sides fighting for control. Forest created a few early chances, testing Liverpool's defensive shape with quick transitions and dangerous crosses into the box. Liverpool, however, stayed patient. Their build-up play was controlled, probing for weaknesses. The visitors dominated possession but struggled to break through Forest's compact defensive block. Time and time again, Forest cleared their lines, frustrating Liverpool's attackers and energizing the home crowd. As the second half unfolded, the tension grew heavier. Liverpool increased the tempo, pushing their fullbacks higher and committing more bodies forward. Forest responded with resilience, throwing themselves into challenges and relying on disciplined organisation to hold the line. It looked as though the match was destined for a hard-fought draw, but football often writes its most dramatic scripts in stoppage time. In the 90th minute +7, with almost the last kick of the game, Alexis Mac Allister stepped into the spotlight. A loose ball fell just outside the box after a partially cleared set piece. Without hesitation, he struck it cleanly through a sea of defenders. The shot sliced low and precise into the corner of the net, beyond the goalkeeper's reach. Silence filled the stadium for a split second. Then wild celebrations erupted from the Liverpool players. It was a goal born from persistence, composure, and belief. McAllister's late strike showcased Liverpool's winning mentality, never giving up, always pushing until the final whistle. For Forest, it was heartbreak. After defending bravely for over 96 minutes, they were undone in the final moments. Yet their performance showed grit and tactical discipline that could serve them well in the season ahead. For Liverpool, this was more than just 3 points. It was a statement. Champions fight until the end. If you enjoyed this match analysis, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts on that dramatic late.
From the very first whistle, the atmosphere was electric. Tottenham tried to impose themselves early, pressing high and feeding off the energy of their home crowd. But Arsenal looked calm, calculated, and deadly on the counter. The breakthrough came in the 32nd minute when Ebereki Eze produced a moment of brilliance. Cutting inside from the left, he curled a precise effort beyond the goalkeeper. It was a statement goal. Arsenal were here to dominate. Just 2 minutes later, Spurs responded through Randall Kolo Muani, who capitalised on a defensive lapse to level the score at 1-1 in the 34th minute. The stadium erupted and the derby was alive. But the second half belonged entirely to Arsenal. In the 47th minute, Victor Gyökeres restored Arsenal's lead with a clinical finish after a flowing team move that sliced through Tottenham's midfield. That goal shifted the momentum completely. Spurs began to look stretched, their defensive shape collapsing under relentless pressure. By the 61st minute, Eze struck again. A perfectly timed run, a composed first touch, and a confident finish. 3-1 to Arsenal. Tottenham's frustration started to show. Their pressing lost intensity, passes went astray, and belief began to fade. Arsenal, however, smelled blood. Deep into stoppage time at 90+4 minutes, Gyökeres delivered the final blow. A swift counter-attack caught Tottenham completely exposed. One decisive strike later, it was 4-1. A commanding victory that silenced the home crowd and sent the travelling Arsenal fans into celebration. Tactically, Arsenal's midfield control and quick transitions were the difference. Their ability to exploit space behind Tottenham's high defensive line proved devastating. Meanwhile, Spurs struggled to maintain defensive discipline after conceding the second goal. This wasn't just a win, it was a statement. Arsenal showed composure, attacking quality, and clinical finishing in one of the biggest fixtures of the season. If they continue performing like this, they will be serious title contenders. What did you think of this incredible North London derby? Was Eze the man of the match, or did Gyökeres steal the spotlight? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and comment your thoughts below. Tonight, under the bright lights of Goodison Park, Everton and Manchester United delivered a tense tactical battle that was decided by a single moment of clinical brilliance. The scoreboard read 0-1, but the story behind it was layered with discipline, missed chances, and one decisive strike in the 71st minute from Benjamin Šeško. From kick-off, Everton showed intent. Playing in front of their home crowd, they pressed aggressively in the first 20 minutes, forcing United to play long and uncomfortable balls out of defence. The midfield battle was fierce, with Everton trying to close the gaps quickly and prevent United's creative players from finding rhythm. Crosses flew into the box, but the final touch was missing. It felt like the kind of game where failing to capitalise early could prove costly. Manchester United, however, stayed patient. Instead of rushing forward, they focused on compact defensive structure and quick transitions. Their backline held firm, absorbing pressure and waiting for the right moment to break. As the first half wore on, United began to grow into the game. Their passing became sharper, and their movement off the ball started stretching Everton's shape. The second half opened with more urgency. Everton sensed an opportunity to seize control, but their finishing lacked precision. A half chance inside the box and a powerful effort from distance tested the goalkeeper, yet the breakthrough never came. And in football, when you don't take your chances, you often pay the price. That price arrived in the 71st minute. A swift transition caught Everton slightly out of position. One quick vertical pass split the midfield, and suddenly the defence was scrambling. Benjamin Šeško timed his run perfectly, slipped between the centre-backs and finished with confidence. It wasn't just power, it was composure. One touch to set himself, another to place the ball beyond the keeper. Clinical, efficient, ruthless. After the goal, the tactical narrative shifted again. Manchester United dropped deeper, forming a compact defensive block and daring Everton to break them down. Everton pushed forward desperately in the final stages, sending numbers into the attack. The crosses increased. The urgency rose. But United's discipline held strong. The final whistle confirmed a narrow 1-0 victory. 3 crucial points built on patience, organisation, and one decisive moment. Everton will reflect on missed opportunities and wonder what could have been. Manchester United will celebrate a professional performance that turned one chance into maximum reward. That's football at its finest. Tight margins, big moments, and a single goal changing everything. If you enjoyed this match analysis, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts below. Was Šeško the difference maker tonight? Let me know.